Human zoo.
The battle of Britain is about to begin. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Upon it depends our own British life and the long continuity of our institutions and our empire.
We must be mad, literally mad as a nation. It is like watching a nation busily engaged in heaping up its own funeral pyre.
We are at war. Over and over again, we have tried to find a peaceful way out of the differences between ourselves and those who are now our enemies.
Europe will be stronger precisely because it has France as France, Spain as Spain, Britain as Britain, each with its own customs, traditions, and identity. It would be folly to try to fit them into some sort of identikit European personality.
When if you're defending freedom, you have to confront those who are diminishing freedom. What does confrontational mean? It means you fight for what you believe, bearing in mind that Britain and the Commonwealth stood alone against Nazi tyranny for quite a time. It would not have been beaten, and the rest of Europe would not have been freed.
And the people in the East were very poor, and they had no democracy, and they lived under an evil system called communism that killed millions of its own people. But joy of joys, the wall came down, and we finished up with 27 nations, and those people lived in democracy, and 500 million people lived in peace. And what they did, whether they knew it or not, is they recreated the very evil system that the people in Eastern Europe had lived under before. But the incredible thing was,
the enemy should be in no doubt that we are his nemesis and we are bringing about his rightful destruction.
And I know your ma's will be in the queue at the co-op next week, and they won't want you to let them die. Let's bring everybody home safely.
I am William Wallace, and I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do with that freedom? Will you fight? Fight and you may die. Run and you'll live, at least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
those people had to resort to violence to get back their nation states and their democracy.
We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty. So bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour.
Human Zoo.